just say thankful to be here this morning, thankful for the morning you've already given, thank you for the cooler temperatures. Lord, see so fit that we could use a little rain here as well, but we're thankful for what you provide for us. We're grateful for that. Thank you for this morning opportunity to discuss our county's business and seek ways to improve or ways to just lead, and ask that you would guide us in all ways, that Lord, that we might be have the wisdom that you would give us and that we need in these times to direct and lead. Lord, I know there's a lot of I've had this already this morning, a lot of opportunities for prayer requests this morning, a lot of tragedies, a lot of just devastation into families that I've heard from, and I know that there's others as well that are just dealing with whatever that might be in their lives, and or lift those up, lift that you can give care and just or the comfort that these families need, these individuals. Also think about those that are in our own country that are struggling through just these devastating disasters. Think of those in the Carolinas and Florida and Tennessee, and just not only through the hurricanes and mudslides and flooding, but Lord, even the fires back out west, and those that are just dealing with things that are just they have to react to. So Lord, ask that you would just give them the strength that they need. Thankful for those their neighbors that have kicked in and helped, and Lord, with your goodness and your guidance, Lord, that they will find strength that they need to recover. Thank you for this morning. Thank you for this work again. Just ask that you would watch over and care for those in our county that are working or whatever today may bring to them, that or that they might seek an opportunity to pause and give you thanks. We love you and praise you for your work today, and as we work to just please you in these positions as county commissioners. In Jesus' name, amen.
Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everybody. We have minutes from October 1st, October 8th, and October 10th. I'll give you a second to review those. I need just a second myself here. Just didn't quite get through.
Make a motion to approve all three.
Okay, I have a motion to approve the minutes for the dates mentioned. Any further discussion? Or do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Do we have a second? Okay. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Minutes approved. All right. Next, we have the bid opening for the decommissioned sheriff's vehicles.
Looks like I have one envelope
Okay.
received on October the 4th, and it says bid for both vehicles.
We have the legal notice posted for the bridge openings. Because we've got that at 10, right? I just wonder, do they bring those in? Just, anyway.
Who is he supposed to go to? Yeah, probably to the engineer.
Okay.
Looks like it's from Edward Mangus, and all it has associated with is numbers, so 2125, so whatever bid up, that's $763, and 5717 is $1,013.
Okay, so the 4 digits are vehicles. Can you read those again?
21-25
Okay,
was $763. 57-17 was $1,013. These are the rest of the phone numbers on there. So, yeah.
Okay, do I have any discussion or a motion to accept those bids?
I'm not for sure what we put out.
Yeah, I don't guess I do either, which kind of draws me to a, like,
Well, let's look at the legal notice and then we will,
seems like missed the vote on that one possibly. I don't know what vehicles or what kind of.
these are two, they're sitting out back there, and, let me pull up the legal description.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's still gonna be on there since it's passed. I asked Mike to come in.
Let me see, it's gone.
It's passed.
You guys are fast.
I heard Mike say to put the last four of the BIN, so I don't know which one's which, but
We think Mike would have it.
yes.
They're two old Crown Vics. I don't know the years on them, Darrell, but they're two old Crown Vics that, high mileage. Sheriff has made the decision, with county roads, those are vehicles that he really doesn't prefer anymore. I think these are high mileage, typical of what we, have. Yeah. So. Like one might have been in 2015, maybe one in 2017, but.
Wonder if we could ahead and at least get the salvage price out of them and then as a floor on these things.
Thanks, Mike.
Big.
They put the numbers.
They put the BIN.
Okay, 2011 Crown Vic, 137,000,
2011.
Okay, but does that associate,
57-17.
and that's which one?
That's 2011 Crown Vic.
And another 2011 Crown Vic.
Black and white's the difference, do they say?
Oh,
Do those say?
didn't say so. And it's 21-25 is the number on the bid. It's got 185,000 on it. Sold as is, of course. Wonderful.
It's the only bid we got. I would make a motion, we accept the bid.
Okay, I have a motion to accept the bid for, both vehicles. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Okay,
This was in my email didn't know if you needed that, if that's occasion.
Do you know which one is which color?
The black is 2125.
Okay.
Okay, I have a motion is second. The 2011 is a Crown Vic, it's black, and the other 2011's a Crown Vic, and it's white. Any other discussion? If not, I'll ask for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Sounds black and white to me.
Black and white. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. We'll award accept the bid. And there's no one opposed. All right, I anticipated a couple of CDT applications, however, they're still in the process of completing those, so we don't have those this morning. We have bid opening, for Atlanta Bobcat Bridges at 10. So with that, I'll go ahead and go into routine business to take care of that.
Good morning.
I'll turn that over. Guess you know what I was listening to this morning.
Was it stock market, stock? Sounded like an auction barn.
Yeah.
Did,
Peter
both of
Flash.
you have the idea, did you get to see the warrants of the day? Any questions on those? You wanna take a look at it?
Did not.
Did you see those? Okay.
Do you step on it?
I just put it on, listen to it.
Yeah.
It's bound to
I was
turn.
saying, if you don't feel like coming,
He's
you
trying to
didn't
pull-
bring them today, here, I brought them last.
Trying to pull my email up and it's like, that thing's just
Of course.
keeps black. Man,
I've got an ongoing file here.
get off there.
You have any payroll? Nope. No questions? Okay. And do we have those, abstracts signed off on? All right, you know, go go into general county business at this point.
I've tried to reach the floor guy twice now, no answer, so I'm not sure where we're at. Hopefully he's just been busy.
As I just ask people to be patient with our mowing, because hopefully we get our new one here, and we'll get caught back up after a few weeks, but we've, kind of been under the gun all year, trying to keep up with the mowing.
You may get some calls.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, everybody's asking to be mowed. Definitely tell we're down one.
The frost may help us.
Well, it won't hurt. It'll still be standing even though it's frost. Not growing.
Yeah, and that same can be said about the washboards on the roads as well. It's just so dry, terribly dry, that there's no moisture left in any of the rock. Matter of fact, I think Mike's, one of the big deals out there at Trees, thinking about taking water out to it so it'll hold, because people just can't get up and down the roads. It's just,
Did they not do that last
well,
Thursday?
they did it last week, yeah. I don't remember what day he had planned to try to do it last week, but I didn't hear from him on Thursday whether he got it accomplished or not.
I've heard from somebody Sunday that they were appreciative, so.
Yeah, I guess that's where we're at now, is we gotta haul water to the roads if we're gonna keep them together.
Well, that'd be great if you don't have moisture comes back down, there's nothing there, so.
Yeah.
That's safe.
It's quite weak, gentlemen. Do you have any, I'll go to, public comments, items not listed on the agenda, since we haven't opened bids for Atlanta and Bobcat. I won't take up public comments, items listed on the agenda at this point, since we haven't finished that. But I would open up the floor to any public comments.
Yeah, I don't think it was on there, Darrell did mention about the flooring guy again, which was also a couple weeks back. Who is that you contacted and acted interested but hasn't returned your calls?
So he
And where they at?
came, he gave a bid, and, we, agreed that he'll come in and do it. He's gonna try to fit it in his schedule, because it's really busy going into winter for them, and, he thought he could do it, so, but we just haven't heard back from him, so I'm trying to, like to get it done by, and I can't remember the name of the guy. He's out of Springfield.
Can't remember his company name or him.
Not off the top of my head. I was sitting here just trying to think of it while I was looking through my phone, and, anyway, he does, most of the other big supermarkets in the area.
Sure.
And, I'll come up with it. I've tried to call him twice, and I know that they work overnight and then they sleep during the day, so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Most of them do, so less traffic.
I'm sure when I tried to call, it was probably not the best time to reach out to him, maybe.
And that was for stripping and polishing, resealing and polishing on
Yeah,
top of it.
all the hard surfaces, here, so.
But it was out of Springfield.
I just can't think of it. It's his last name, floor services. I think Mike has it as well, so
Yeah.
I can't think of the top of my head.
Right.
He came down, walked it, we spent time walking through and checking it all out. Seemed legit, very legit, so I'm sure that it just hasn't.
It was the only one that we could get that had any interest in doing anything, couldn't get no contact with anybody else.
Yeah. Yep, it was just like that.
It's,
No way.
I do know an older fella who worked at Easter that had to do that whole building
Oh, yeah.
several times. And so I wonder, I haven't asked him or spoke to him about it, but would there be an opportunity for our maintenance guy now to work with somebody like that? Cause I mean, he's probably not gonna, wouldn't be able to do all of the manual labor all by himself.
Well, just for me, I think is that we agreed with this fellow on his pricing, so I think try to follow that through if it does come to fruition. If it doesn't, I guess we'll have to look at what other options we got out here, so that might be, that's good to know that.
Yeah.
Going forward, at least to keep them maintained would probably be a good thing, so that, I don't know whether our maintenance guy has any experience in doing that. It's not a,
Don't know that he would need the experience, cause I think that this guy could,
yeah, that's what I
he
mean.
could be able to do quite a bit of it.
He could show
with help.
He could possibly show him how that's done, and so it's, I don't even know, it seemed like at one time we had some equipment here, but I don't know if we still have it, it's working condition or anything about it.
Well, if it continues to,
Yeah,
you're
it's-
not being able to get a hold of him, let me know and I'll ask.
They're still being cleaned by cleaning services that we have, but they're not being restored.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with it, so they actually need to be stripped and.
If we don't get more follow-up on that, yeah, I would appreciate being let know, because I may have
Okay.
somebody else that might be interested in bidding as well, but.
Well, hopefully, I'll be able to reach him again, we'll be able to reach him today. And I don't know what time they get down and go to bed. I don't think about it at nighttime whenever it's like, I'm ready to go to sleep and he's probably 100% in. I don't think of it right then, I was thinking of it when I'm
Yeah, different time.
probably the wrong timing for them, but we'll get in touch with him. And I'll let you know, thanks for, it's always, some of these problems, they're off to have multiple people that might have these contacts over
Well,
there.
all of those are, that's why you have the three heads and not one.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, we would like to have those done prior to, the 24th, and we may still, just, he may have it lined out, we just don't know when it is yet, but he's got it lined out.
Yeah.
How's open house planning going for next week?
We're making progress. The governor's office had reached out and the governor's not available. So we have, put out a request for other individuals. We haven't heard back. But the event, I think, is going well. We'll know more probably in 2 or 3 days. A lot of the in-house details have been worked out. Darrell's providing the sound equipment, and we're working with maintenance to set the event up outside. We have a backup plan to move it inside if we get rain that day. So since we all need rain, we'll anticipate that it will rain on the 24th.
Yeah.
Because we won't be able to have it outside, but the concept is that we'll have it outside the 911 building. We'll set up chairs there. We'll have hopefully some dignitaries or representatives from some of our state officials and federal officials. Invitations are being drafted. There's been a number of organizations that have been contacted. Chamber of Commerce will be here for a ribbon cutting. In addition to that, I think representatives from the advisory committee will be here. Other local officials, so it's going to come together, but like a lot of events, you just kind of have to be flexible in knowing what other schedules might look like. The governor was already committed for that day. We hope he could be here, but that won't be the case.
And how's the search for a director for the combined dispatch center going?
Really, that I can't speak to. That's being handled through advisory committee. I don't know if they've received any applications or not. But I know that the notice has been placed, regionally, statewide. So hopefully we'll receive some good applications that will be able to be reviewed and brought to the commission for their decision.
Is the POC currently for that sheriff's office, would that be fair, I guess? Is he kind of organizing those meetings and potentially, or if that, I don't know if they've even chosen a,
So you're referring to the advisory committee? Okay, so the advisory committee has been formed. They did meet and they did elect their chairperson, which I believe is the Lebanon police chief. And I believe the Lebanon fire chief was vice chair, is what the committee approved. There's another meeting scheduled for, I think last week. But I haven't had an update on that. The sheriff's out of town, I believe, right now, so. So they've had at least one meeting, maybe two.
And then we started working in the new office.
So the dispatchers have been in there now probably for the better part of a week and a half. So we're conducting business out of there, yeah. And I believe it's the sheriff's intention to open up the new facility on October 28th. So we'll go through the open house, and then on that following Monday, then that front door will be opened up, and the back door no longer used. That's the last I heard. We don't have any other questions. I believe we'll recess until 10 o'clock, and then we'll come back in and do the opening for the Atlanta Bobcat Bridge.
Yeah.